Welcome back to this channel. In our today's class, our aim is to send email from one mail address to the other and how to attach a document to your recipient. So I'll dive into launching my browser. A browser is a software that gives you access to surf the internet. So I have two browsers there, the Microsoft Edge and the Google Chrome. So I'll launch into my Google Chrome. And of course, before you can equally access your mail, you must have an email address. You must have an email account. You must have an account with them. What is an email? Somebody may likely ask me. An email, E stands for electronic. It's a method of sending and receiving messages electronically through the internet. It allows people to communicate quickly by exchanging text, documents, images, video, and other digital files through computer, smartphones, and other devices. So it's not only a computer you can use to send mail, you can use your phone also. What we are doing here is applicable to your phone. So when you type in www.yahoo.com, www.yahoo.com on your web address bar, you strike the enter key for it to load. Of course, Yahoo is not only the only email address we can use. We have other mailing companies such as the Gmail, of course, which is one of the most common because of the iOS. For Windows, most of our Play Store recommend the use of Gmail. So virtually for you to use your Play Store to download, you must of course have a Gmail account. We also have a Yahoo account. Those on iPhone, we have the iCloud account. So you must have an account with most of this company for you to equally send mail. Just like our regular SIM card, before you send a message to person B or C, you must have a SIM card registered under your name. Then you can now send message to the phone number, the recipient's phone number. So when this is done now, I have already logged in my mail. So at the extreme right here, you will observe that if you click on this, my profile, you will see that we have nkano@yahoo.com. That is my email address. So I click on the mail for me to access the components of my mail. So when I click on my mail, click on it, let me access my mail. I will allow it to load. While it is loading, we are going to explore the features of our mail. The features of our mail, I'm going to be a little bit fast, so this video will not be too long. The first thing you have at the right hand side, like I told you, before you can send your mail from one place to another, from one person to another, you must have the person's email address. It can either be a Yahoo Mail, a Gmail, an Outlook, or any company address. Let's say, for example, you're applying for scholarship in Canada, you must have the school email address or the company address. We're going to learn how to do that and attach our CV or our resume to the mail. So I've clicked here earlier to see your email address, but eventually you've forgotten your email. You can always click on this picture at the extreme right to access the email. So you go back to, let me explore this briefly. Inbox are messages you have received. They are messages you've received over time. Then unread, of course, unread are mails you've not opened to read the content of it. So when I click on my unread, you have this signal showing that you've not read all these mails. So when I click on my stars are mails that are very important. You just, maybe you finish reading them, you want to go back to them subsequently, you can always star them. For example, if I click on my inbox and I want to star maybe this 3MTT, I'll just pointing at the mail, you have this star close to it. There's a star here. There is a reply here, but eventually you want to reply after reading it, you can click on the reply, you can delete, and you can as well as mark as read. Mark as read. When mark as read, you have this dotted point out of it. So if I start this very mail, when I come back to my star, you notice that it will move 3MTT is now on my star. That means I'm shifting it on my special inbox. Then the sent are mails you have, of course, you have sent to your friends, to the company, organization of your choice. Then drafts are mails that were not sent, but in the process of composing it, you did not send it. Maybe you were just thinking which address, but you finished composing the mail, you've attached, but you've not sent. So you can always come back to the draft and edit before sending. You can also schedule mails to be sent in the next 4 or 5 hours. Maybe I'm free now, I can schedule a mail that will be sent in the next 30 minutes. Even while I'm not here, the mail will be sent to the recipient. Then we have the trash mails that have been deleted. We have the spam. Most time the mailing company will always try to separate mails that are like fishy, mails that can equally that are suspicious. Go through them. Maybe. So now let's learn how to compose. Now let's go and click on new message. New message. I want to compose and send to a friend. When you click on it, the first thing you have it to who. You must have the person's email address you're sending the mail to. Let me use this mail. I think I have somebody I'm sending my CV to. Ari. Okay, we have this mail. We have this mail. So I'm sending this mail to market at Ayo from Ruku, or I can send to this. I think I'm to send this Ogon Egbai. So I'm sending a mail. What is my subject? What is my subject? The subject is just like the heading. What's the mail all about? Application for, maybe I'm applying for scholarship. Then I can come to where I have my body here to include. Good day, sir. I'm typing now. Good day, sir. This attach here, okay, I want to attach here is my resume or my CV. Let me use resume for my scholarship. I applied last week. So that is the subject. Of course, Yahoo will always give you room for you to correct. Attached. Good day, sir. So let's say I applied. Okay, we can always correct that. So Yahoo have given you that autocorrect where you can correct this. Now I want to attach my mail. I can send now. When I send, I've not attached that. Of course, there are some special features here. You can as well as add an emoji. You can bold your text. For example, I can highlight this and click on the bold. So it will now be, or this, I can bold, making it thicker. I can italicize it. I can underline it. These are the different features on this. I don't need any of this. I think I prefer it the way it is now. So I want to attach. This is an attached file. I'll click on it. When you click on it, you have to go and look for your resume. Of course, you must know the location where your resume is. So I'll click on my document. If peradventure you don't know, you have to search for it. Click there, and you can search for document there. RESU resume. That is my resume there. MBN resume. So I'll click on it twice. When I click on it, of course, it will load it. After loading it, you see download here, and of course, you see the preview. You can preview the document. At the end of the day, you have attached the person's mail, you have attached the subject, you've dropped a little comment on it, then you've attached the file here. You are good to go. On the send button, click on the send button. When you click on the send button, Yahoo will notify you sending. So you've seen here, your mail has been sent. Your mail has been sent. So invariably, you have succeeded in sending that mail from your own system, from your mailing point to your recipient mail. Let me assume that you have intention of sending the mail to 2 or 3 recipients. Let me use that medium to differentiate between the C and CBCC. So one will ask me, so what's the difference between the C and the BCC? The C stands for carbon copy, while the BCC stands for blind carbon copy. What that simply means is that if I have an intention of sending the mail to 2 or 3 persons, sending to the first recipient here, let me send it to this bnukata at gmail.com. Then I want the same mail to be received by Elizabeth. So the subject is scholarship. Then I will not attach, I'll just drop a message. Please let the registration number be considered for scholarship. I have to go down, then I'm going to type in the reg number, and I put the NGN slash CRS slash 121. That's the reg number. The name is Tunde Blessing. I think I'm okay with that. Then when let me assume these 2 persons were expecting my mail, this and this. When I click on this, I attach the subject, the body, then I click on send. So this mail will be sent to them. Your mail has been sent. But the difference between, let's create a new mail. Difference between BCC and BCC. Now, for the to who, the BCC means blind carbon copy. You're sending to this mail, the first mail here. Let me just use BN at gmail.com. You don't want the first mail, the mail I sent previously, it was two and carbon copy. That means this person will be notified that the same mail has been sent to the CC. But when I use the BCC, it simply means that this person will not be notified that the mail has been sent to Elizabeth. So the difference between CC and BCC is that when I attach an email account here, email address here, Mr. A will be notified that I'm sending it to Mr. B. But when I attach it to BCC here, Mr. A will not be notified of the mail that has been sent to Mr. B here. So that's the difference between CC and BCC, the BCC. So what will I attach here? You can make your choice. Subject is let me just use promotion. Of course, it's preferable it be in capital letter, promotions. Or let me just remove the S, promotion. Please let the participant be all promoted. Thus, they are all qualified. So with what I've simply done here, this mail will receive it. The mail will not be notified of same mail being sent to this. That's why we have the BCC, blind carbon copy. So when I click on send, you will see that it has been sent. Thank you very much for your time. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. If you have any question, please drop it on the comment section while we answer the questions. See you in my next section. Have a lovely time.